are with RSC Media Day for Women's Track and Field and Point Park head coach Tim Kramer. Thanks for taking the time, Coach.
Hey, thank you, Kevin.
So let's get right into it with the women. What's the makeup of this year's women's team?
This year's women's team is a little different than years past. We are a lot deeper, in the sprints group where we haven't been in the past. We're a little bit deeper in the throws group as well. And then, of course, we have a good core of female jumpers, and our distance, we're still pretty strong in the distance area. Coming off of our success during cross-country season, we're pretty excited about putting that group on the track and helping, put us towards our goals.
So speaking of those goals, what are the goals as we begin the indoor season and then looking ahead to outdoor as well here in the spring semester?
Well, for the women, it's a pretty lofty one. They want to be 6-time indoor RSC champions, which we've been pretty fortunate over the last 5 years to uphold that tradition of winning indoor every year. So their goal is to go in and take care of business that day. We know that there's a lot of strong competition. The conference has gotten better and stronger over the last couple of years, so it's going to be tougher, but they're going to be up for the challenge. And then they also want to be 3-time RSC outdoor in a row champions, continue that tradition as well that they've kind of created over the years.
And you already have the women's cross country championship in the books, so that's always special if you could do the clean sweep of all three.
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to win all three in a calendar year, but we've never done it in a academic year. So that's kind of the goal for the women's team, is to get all three of those on the mantle, so to speak, for the calendar or for the academic year.
So speaking of those conference championships that you've been able to stack up and really build that championship culture, how does that help you day in and day out and through the year? I mean, is it something you talk about or like leave it unspoken, or what's the deal with that?
Depends on the time of the season. Early on, we'll talk about it. Hey, last year's in the books. Great job. Enjoy every minute of that. But this is a new season with new challenges, with a new makeup of the team. Every year, the team makeup and dynamic is a little bit different. So we have to figure out where we are, what works, what doesn't work. And then as we get closer to conferences, we'll start to talk about it a little more, and really talk about the fact that, hey, we've been, super fortunate to win 5 in a row. Now's the time to really focus on that 6th one. In 6 weeks from now, we're going to have a shot to do that again. And then hopefully we can have that springboard us into the outdoor season and just carry on that winning tradition that, the likes of so many young women have done for us over the past 5 years.
So what does it take to win an RSC indoor-outdoor meets on those given days, and specifically keys for this year's team to do those things?
It takes a lot of hard work during the season, just day in and day out, putting in the miles if you're a distance runner, putting in the reps if you're a thrower or a jumper, and really put the time and effort on the track for the sprinters. We really look at making sure that we can put our best athletes in the best position to help us win a team championship. The one thing that they really do a great job is everyone thrives on what their role is on the team, whether it's I'm a relay person, I'm a 4-event person, or I'm a 1-event person. We really make sure that everybody focuses and excels in their role.
So let's talk about some individuals. You certainly have some key conference MVP type players. You have your role players and on down the list. But who are some of those handful of athletes that you rely on, that you're looking to lead the way?
Starting off with the distance side, of course, our 5th-year senior graduate student, Alyssa Campbell. We're hoping that she can, have another, outstanding indoor and outdoor season and help be, the leader that she's been in the past on the track. We're really looking forward to seeing some of the underclassmen, Jana Schmid, Caroline DeBee, 2 of the international young women that we have on the team. I think they're going to take a step forward, being a little bit more healthy than Liana was last year, and a little banged up the end of cross-country season, but able to do some nice things there. So they've already got a taste of what it takes to win at the RSC level. So I think that's going to help with the younger women and kind of rub off on our sprints group, which we're still a young sprints group and hurdle group. Natalia Hillen's going to be someone that we're looking to really have an outstanding junior season. Anna Eisman, as a senior, we're looking to be a big leader for us and continue what she did from outdoor season, bringing in that indoor season. And then Kia Ellsbury, we're hoping to take a big step forward on the sprint side and in the short sprints for us. In the jumps, we've been pretty consistent there over the years with Emma Pavlik coming in last year and leading the way for us on the jump side, with Sophie Jabot as well. But we also have a couple newcomers over there with transfer and Carson Hetzler. We're hoping that she can come in and be a immediate impact player for us. And then the throws, our women's throws, we haven't been really known as a throws group in the past. We brought in some really, really talented freshman women that we hope will, rise to the challenge and be a point scorer for us with Anna Jabot's Sophie's younger sister.
So we talk conference and makeup of the team. How does that translate to either individual or team placement at nationals?
For us, in the past, we've always been able to send a couple women out to nationals. The goal is going to be to get a few more of them to nationals this year, especially the relays on the distance and mid-distance side, and then to place in that top 8, be on the podium. If you can do that and score points there, that's going to be our next step for our women's program, is to be on the podium, get those All-Americans and those academic All-Americans, and really put yourselves in the top 20, 25 by being on that podium. That's kind of the goal for them.
All right, that'll do it for a look at women's track and field for Point Park on RSC Media Day. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
We're here at RSC Track and Field Media Day. We have Natalia Zuko and Anna Eisenman from the women's team here at Point Park. I'll start with you, Natalia. What are you looking forward to out of this upcoming track season?
I think I'm really looking forward to just the end of the season and the conference meet, because all of our hard work throughout the season really builds up to that meet in the hopes of winning another conference title. So I think everyone's excitement through their PRs and all their hard work during the season really makes that meet the most fun out of all of them.
And for you, Anna, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the season just as a whole. I think this year is exciting because a lot of our team is returning from last year, and we did win indoor and outdoor last year, so it's exciting to have a almost full team back, so we're looking forward to that.
So back to you, Natalia. What are the keys to your season as a team, as a group?
I think as a team to succeed, we all need to put the work in individually to all come together. And I think the team bonding and just the overall morale of everyone is a key component in getting excited and just like leading up throughout the whole season for not only the last meet but every meet going into it.
Things that you see as keys, Anna?
I kind of agree with her, just putting in the extra work at practice and overall just having a positive attitude towards practice and meets and everything, and I think working together and cheering each other on is very important for success.
So we'll stick with you, Anna, for this one. You've both been at multiple RSC meets. What is the key that day to come out with the win?
I think the most important thing is just the energy. Kind of having us all together really helps because we do split up our team a lot when we go to meets throughout the year, but we all come together at conference, and just having that positive energy, cheering each other on really helps our performances overall.
What do you see as keys on that RSC meet day?
I also fully agree with what Anna says. I think that's the biggest thing we always notice is coming into these meets, we bring the most energy that we ever bring compared to other meets before, and that always equates to success. So I think that's one of those things that we know now is so important, just to have that positive energy and cheer each other on, even if we aren't always together throughout the season, but we're together at that meet.
So, Natalia, obviously Point Park Track has been building up a winning culture for several years now. What is it like with that day-to-day? Do you take pride in that? Like it spurs you on to keep up that tradition?
Yeah, for sure. I think the constant winning of conference titles and everything like that is instilled in the way we train and the way we work, and our practices each year get significantly more difficult and more challenging, but that makes us better athletes as a whole. So I think everyone kind of knows that coming into this school or just coming into the next year. And I think that makes everyone excited to go into the season ready to compete and ready to win.
So for you, Anna, how does that winning culture just spur things on day to day throughout the meets?
Yeah, same thing. Like at this point for us, we've been here. We're seniors. Winning conference is just the standard now. We haven't lost conference since we've been here, so now it's more, let's send as many people to nationals as we can. So there's always more than just conference. So I think that's kind of our goal this year. Now that we've been here and we've won the past 4 years, so.
So you mentioned nationals. What are kind of the prospects? You don't have to name any names, but you know, how many people are looking at national qualification or getting the team nationally ranked?
So last year for the sprints side, I think we had 4 jumpers and 1 sprinter. So we sent 5 people to nationals, which was the most I think we've sent. Oh no, we had two runners, right?
2 distance.
Yeah, so I think like 5 or 6, which is the most we've had in a while. So that was really good on our end. Hopefully we can send more than that this year. That would be exciting, and kind of score as a team. So I think that's just kind of our overall goal, to send as many as we can. So.
All right, that'll do it for RSC Track Media Day for the Point Park women. Thanks a lot for taking the time.
Thank you.